What if a single email bring down a $40 billion empire? No weapons, no scandal, no breaking news, just a few lines of text sent to the wrong people. This is the story of how a careless email helped trigger the fall of Enron and changed the way we trust corporations forever. In the 1990s, Enron was a rising star. An energy giant praised by Wall Street, loved by investors, and hailed as one of America's most innovative companies. It was named America's Most Innovative Company 6 years in a row by Fortune. But while the public saw success, behind the curtain, the company was hiding a dangerous secret. Its profits were built on lies. Enron had created a complex web of shell companies to hide its growing losses and inflate earnings. On paper, everything looked perfect. In reality, it was collapsing. And then came the email. Deep inside Enron's Houston headquarters, someone did something unthinkable in corporate culture. She sent a warning. Not to HR, not to legal. She went straight to the top. In August 2001, Sherron Watkins, a VP at Enron, sent an internal memo, an email, addressed directly to CEO Kenneth Lay. The subject: concerns about Enron's accounting practices.
I am incredibly nervous that we will implode in a wave of accounting scandals.
It wasn't just what she said, it was how she said it. The tone wasn't cautious, it was apocalyptic. The memo didn't whisper, it screamed. Watkins outlined how Enron had used special purpose entities, basically shadow companies, to hide over $1 billion in debt. Deals that made the company look profitable were, in fact, massive losses dressed up as gains. Her memo was meant to be internal, a private warning. But the language she used, specific, detailed, and emotional, made it undeniable. Enron was in trouble. Watkins outlined how Enron had used special purpose entities, basically shadow companies, to hide over $1 billion in debt. Deals that made the company look profitable were, in fact, massive losses dressed up as gains. When this email leaked to regulators and eventually to the media, it confirmed long-held suspicions about the company's shady dealings. Suddenly, Wall Street panicked. Journalists dug deeper, and the facade began to crack. Within weeks, Enron's stock, once valued at $90 per share, plummeted to less than $1. Billions vanished, investors were wiped out, and all eyes turned to that email, the one that confirmed it all. In December 2001, Enron filed for bankruptcy, at the time, the largest in U.S. history. Over 20,000 employees lost their jobs. Thousands lost their pensions. Several executives, including the CEO and CFO, were later indicted and convicted of fraud. Emails don't whisper, they echo. And in a world where every word can be shared, forwarded, or leaked, sometimes the quietest sentence can make the loudest explosion. But it was also a warning, a lesson in how internal communication, especially in writing, can spark a chain reaction no one can stop. Communication isn't just about what you say, it's about what others understand. An honest warning became a smoking gun. A well-meaning memo became a catalyst for collapse. Enron became a case study in business schools, a punchline in political debates, and a symbol of corporate greed. If you believe words have power, subscribe to this channel. New episodes every week. True stories where communication wasn't just misunderstood, it was catastrophic.